It's officially almost December, which means we are entering our great lock-in era. We are locking in because I'm going to make sure that you yourself accountable and that you can tick off all of those goals that you set for yourself by the end of the year. Today's video is going to be all about how we can really incorporate those micro habits that are going to make our lives so much better and that are just really going to set us up for success, so that we can really get those habits going now and we can set ourselves up for success before the new year even comes around. So what are micro habits? Micro habits are tiny actions that usually take less than 1 or 2 minutes that are designed to help you build bigger habits over time. Because they don't take a lot of time and they're so small, they help you remove the resistance, so your brain cannot even argue with those habits because they're literally so small. But I promise you, if you incorporate only a couple of micro habits into your day-to-day life, they're going to have such a big ripple effect and you're going to be amazed by the results. So it's basically a simple low-effort behavior that you can repeat daily to create long-term change. So I'm going to start and give you some examples of micro habits that I have incorporated into my life that have completely shifted my life around, to just give you some inspiration, but obviously pick the ones that work best for you and that work best for your goals, because we're all so different and we all have different goals. So for me, a couple of years ago, I read that most successful people do their bed like first thing in the morning, and since then I have not gone like more than 2 days without making my bed in the morning. It is such a tiny action, and that's a perfect example of a micro habit that has the power to completely change how you go about your day, how motivated you are, how successful you feel. The reason why it works is because it signals to your brain that when you do something productive, even if it's as simple as making your bed first thing in the morning, that you are someone that gets things done. This is shifting your identity to someone who is productive. This also works because it triggers a success loop in your brain. Making your bed, especially if it's first thing in the morning, gives you a dopamine hit, which means that your brain feels like a tiny reward and you feel accomplished. This in turn makes you feel more capable and you're more likely to take on the next task and just continue being productive throughout the day. I started incorporating into my life about like 5 years ago is writing down 3 things that I'm grateful for every morning and night. And I'm not perfect with that, but I really try to make it a habit and to just like write down 3 things in the morning and every night. And what I saw was that it really changed my life. It really changed the way that I view myself. It really changed the way that I view my reality. It changed how grateful I was for opportunities that I was getting. And I also saw that I was attracting more good things into my life, or at least that I became aware of more good things around me. So my life just started to get better and better and better. If you want to work on your fitness, one thing that I would do is to simply put out my workout clothes the night before I want to work out in the morning. So for me, I have been very consistent with working out, which I'm super proud of. And if you're someone who tries to do the same, I would highly recommend to just lay out your workout clothes like anywhere in your room the night before go to sleep, for you to see them, so that when you get up in the morning and when you want to do that workout that you told yourself you wanted to do and you want to be consistent with, you immediately have a visual reminder the second that you get up of your goal that you set for yourself, which again just makes you far more likely to achieve that goal of working out, because now the resistance is getting smaller and smaller. And that's really what we are all about, to just like make the resistance as small as possible, because the smaller the resistance, the more likely you are going to be to achieve your goals and to actually follow through with them every day. The easier you make it for yourself to be consistent with a specific habit, the more likely you are to achieve them. So make sure that whatever habits that you want to implement into your life, whatever goals you're trying to hit, make it as easy for you as possible to achieve those things. So whether it is laying out your workout clothes like the night before you want to work out, or making your bed in the morning, or having a visual reminder of like healthy foods that you want to eat, that you want to nourish your body with, whatever that is for you, I really want you to ask yourself for a second, how can I make those habits easier to accomplish? Like, what is one tiny action that I can take today to make those goals feel closer to me, to make the resistance smaller? Even if that is just like doing 1 push-up or doing 1 sit-up, doing 1 squat instead of 50. If you can start with that, do that. Like, do whatever you can to just make the resistance as small as possible, because I promise you, if you can be consistent with doing one squat every day, that is going to have such a big ripple effect, because the hardest thing is always to start. That is always where the resistance and the procrastination comes in, because you get scared. Like, subconsciously, maybe you believe that you're not somebody who deserves to have the body of your dreams, so your resistance kicks in. That's why micro habits are so key, because if you can tell yourself like, oh no, I'm just gonna do like one squat, there's usually not that much resistance, because it's such a tiny habit. Once you start and you get to the point of actually doing that one squat, you're so much more likely to just like keep going with the workout, because the hardest part is always to start. I'm a huge believer of really starting small and then slowly but surely building our way up, because if you set yourself all of those very unrealistic goals, and I don't like to use the term unrealistic because I feel like nothing is really unrealistic and you have the power to create anything that you want for yourself, but it can seem a bit scary like to your brain when all you've known all your life is to live in those unhealthy habits, like live in this like unhealthy environment that you have created for yourself. And whenever you try to make those like really big life-changing decisions, like I'm gonna work out every single day, I'm gonna completely switch my diet around, that can be very scary to your brain and like really be out of your comfort zone. So your subconscious mind is going to try to pull you back into your comfort zone, because that is unknown to you. Like, those new habits are new, they're unknown, they could be possibly unsafe. So even if you don't like where you've been all of your life, like you don't like the habits that you have had most of your life, if it's familiar to you, your subconscious mind is going to pull you back there, because that is all it has known. So really start small and slowly but surely make your body and your mind understand that those habits are actually not unsafe. They're actually safer than what you have known before. And because they're new, that doesn't mean they're bad. They're actually much better for you and for your health. So yeah, I really hope that this vlog can inspire you to get those habits going, get those like small micro habits going. And I'm not perfect either. Like, I'm really just trying to inspire you to start incorporating more micro habits into your own life. And I love you guys, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Mwah. Be intentional.
Sometimes it really is just the little things that make all the difference, and today we are talking about 7 micro habits that are getting me through the end of 2024. It is the time of year when people, I feel like, tend to just like kind of abandon everything and give up on their goals. And when I say people tend to do this, it is me. Every other year during like, I feel like the end of October, early November, I just start being like, you know what, it doesn't matter. Like, I haven't really reached the goals that I wanted to do, or like I haven't been consistent with my routine, so I'm just gonna abandon everything and just let it be. This is my encouragement to you here, what is it, like mid-November, late November, that it is still, there is still time, there is still purpose and intention and like reason to show up for yourself and for your goals, even though we're at the end of the year. December still takes up 1/12 of the year, guys. Like, it is still, you know, it's important. Obviously, there is so much space and freedom to be able to, you know, make sure that our, like routines and our goals and everything for our life, we don't want to make sure those things are like ruling our life. So like, and Christmas is the time of year where it's just like, you know what, we're going to lay back, we're going to have a little bit of fun. But I'm specifically talking more so to the girls who, you know, are just kind of giving up on everything because there's no point. There's still purpose, there's still a point, and I want you to just end this year feeling confident, feeling your best, feeling rejuvenated, feeling present, and not feel like you're going into the start of a new year just completely chaotic and burnt out. If you haven't listened to the last episode, which was all about like staying sane during the holidays, that's going to be more specifically focused on, you know, Christmas and just planning for that. So if you haven't listened to that one, I would encourage you to go back. But today we're just going to talk about a few little micro habits. So these are not like life-changing things. This is not like a full overhaul of my routines, but this is just like little things that I'm holding myself accountable to.
Guys, it's like it's like almost 1 a.m. and I'm still awake. I don't know why. I feel feel like this was a huge mistake because I have to get up at like 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'm not a morning person, guys. I was just like up watching YouTube videos and also I was kind of hoping that like my boyfriend would already be landed, because like he's on a flight right now to his home, and I don't know, I just like to like stay awake until I know that he gets home safe. But he should have been there like an hour ago and he's still not online, so I don't know, I'm a bit worried, but I'm sure everything's gonna be okay. Anyways, guys, I have to go to sleep now, otherwise we're not gonna wake up tomorrow morning in time. Also, my mom got me this Nivea cream, just like such a cute packaging, and I feel like sometimes, I mean, I have a lot of different skincare, but I feel like sometimes, also I'm whispering because it's like 1 a.m. Sometimes like the simplest things just really work best. Like, I don't know, sometimes the OG things really, they just work best. And I have very dry skin and I love this cream. So yeah, anyway, good night.
As always, equipment is totally optional, but if you do want to add that little bit of an extra burn and challenge for yourself today, winding through those collarbones. 2, 1 in the arms, and this. Hello, my love. Welcome to your mat abs class. I'm going to be using a onto the mat if you're not using the ball today. 2, finding that area, extend your spine, and then finding that neutral. We're going to inhale. 3, 4, 2, and 1. As we exhale, we bring that body that I don't remember. But to be there. How are you guys doing? And you're still in Boston, right?
How do I change my life for the better? Then this episode is for you. Let's get right into it. Habit number 1, building self-trust. This is a huge pillar in making sure that your life is easy, efficient, and all of your goals are flowing in the right way in the most productive direction. And the main way to build your self-trust is by sticking to your word. This means doing what you say you're going to do, e.g. going to the gym, when you say you're going to do it, e.g. at 7 a.m. as soon as you wake up in the morning, regardless of the circumstances, e.g. it's raining, you're not feeling like it, or you just want more sleep. So there are those 3 factors in sticking to your word. Notice how I didn't mention doing it in the exact way you said you were going to do it. While that is beneficial, I don't think that can play a really good role in your consistency, especially when it's something like going to the gym, moving your body, or exercising, which is so good for you. If you wake up, it's a different part of your cycle, your energy levels are considerably different than what could have been going to the gym for an hour could now be an hour walk outside listening to a podcast. You're still getting the core goal done early in the morning like you said you would, regardless of the circumstances, to get it out of the day early.
Hab da ein Zimmer, die Energielage ist ganz cool.